You know we had to do an Odyssey track. Yeah. You did not stop the red hatter. Feet running patch-a-tat-tat-tat. Still trying to get on my level, but I'm quicker and smarter and better. The best that you ever seen do it. I am the baddest you know it. You still wishing that you could do it? We running and jumping right through it. Mario, let's go. Mario, let's go. Mario, 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 Mario. Every time you see me, you crying. You say that you win and stop lying. You wishing you could keep on trying. You running and jumping and dying. Every time you see me, you crying. You say that you win and stop lying. You wishing you could keep on trying. You running and jumping and dying. Somebody get him a shovel. Digging your grave, you in trouble. I'm soaring right up in the air. No clouds, my winning is fair. You wish you could get on my level. You can't win, boy, I am a rebel. My hat let me move on the double. Somebody go get him a shovel. Hey, we soaring, we sailing. Y'all losing, y'all wailing. We winning, we singing. We throwing, we blinging. Hey, Mario, 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 let's go. Mario, 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 let's go. Let's go. Hey, yeah. You know you like it. Obi-Wan plays. Coming at him one more time. Mario. Did I stop the red hatter? Feet running patch-a-tat-tat. We on the attack, but I need to fall back. You bout to fall flat. It's just like that. Why? It's that rat-tat-tat-tat. Yeah. Rat-tat-tat-tat. Spat-tat-tat-tat. You cannot stop me, I'm better than that. Better than you? Ink on your shoe? You trying to get me, I'm faster than you. Make you say ooh, covered in glue. You trying to get me, my skills is the truth. Rat-tat-tat-tat, spat-tat-tat-tat. My squad is the truth, we dressed in all black. The squad can't compare, we fly as the air. Try and defeat us, get splattered, I swear. Ink all around, you testing me how? Trying to win, your face in the ground. Rat-tat-tat-tat, spat-tat-tat-tat. You running, you scared? Too late for that. You can't run nowhere. Your eyes I see fear. You wanted the crown? My king's everywhere. Rat-tat-tat-tat, spat-tat-tat-tat. We winning this match? Fact. Rat-tat-tat-tat, spat-tat-tat-tat. We taking you out just like a gnat. Rat-tat-tat-tat, spat-tat-tat-tat. Go cry to your mama and take that nap. We winning this match. You just fall back, regroup and reload, but you still getting stacked. How you come at me now? When you see me, you bow. Put respect on my name, or you will say ow, ow. Yeah, ow. You gonna say ow. Ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Obi-Wan, stop splatting me with the ink, man. You're too good, and I'm too bad. Obi-Wan plays. Track number 2. You thought we were done? Man, we just getting started. Cause they still hating on the end. So we need a paper plumber on this number. Yeah, you know you like it. Yeah. Paper Mario, color splash. Y'all be hating, we getting cash. Paper Mario, color splash. Y'all be hating, we getting cash. Y'all be hating, ain't play the game. Y'all be hating, cause you lame. Y'all be hating, ain't play the game. Y'all be hating, cause you lame. Cooper Links, paint cans, Prisma Island, suntans. Cooper Links, paint cans, Prisma Island, suntans. All them toes, look alike. Red, yellow, blue and white. Creative levels everywhere. Drop controllers, look and stare. High score, beast, get your game, have a feast. High score, beast, get your game, don't have a cheat. Hey, Paper Mario, color splash. Y'all be hating, we getting cash. Paper Mario, color splash. Y'all be hating, we got that cash. Hey! Obi-Wan plays track number 4. Y'all want some more? So we giving you the 4. No one was ready, but it don't even matter. Ready or not, here we come. We winning, you losing. We winning, you snoozing. We winning, we bruising. We winning, just cruising. We winning, you losing. We winning, it's a home and handle. We winning, start choosing. We winning, we deucing. You losing, we winning. You losing, we winning. 14K, baby, losing. We winning, you losing. Just the beginning. They ain't ready. We winning, you losing. We winning, we boosting. Mario Kart, we winning. Y'all fuming. Why you mad? We winning, they doing like a baby. Gaga hype, goo goo gaga, ayy. Goo gaga hype, winning all the way. Goo goo gaga hype, goo goo gaga, ayy. Goo goo gaga hype, y'all crying every day. Big baby, we winning, we shining. We winning, we grinding. We winning, we climbing. We winning, y'all whining. Y'all losing, we winning. Y'all losing, we blending. Get your shine. Y'all losing, we winning. Y'all losing, we leaning. Lean back, we winning. We going, we winning. Showboating, we winning. Y'all losing, we winning. Turn up my music. Yeah, they thought we was done. We back for another one. We can't be done. We in the sun. We can't be done. We just won. We can't be done. We having fun. Switch it up. Step it up. You want a game? Click it up. You want a game? Get that switch. You want a game? You got that itch. They itching for some switching. They itching for some winning. They wishing they was switching. They ain't switching cause they tripping. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Them Joy-Cons making noise. Them Joy-Cons, we them boys. Resolution, so crisp. On that screen, you can't miss. Yeah, man, we here and we ain't going nowhere. That Zelda, that Mario, Splatoon, Arms. We even milking cows 1-2 switch. Metroid? Do I smell a Metroid? Man, they ain't ready for the takeover.
Obi-Wan plays.
That's right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.
Crying wine. They got graphics and online. Got no Zelda.
is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? We are live, and we have probably the biggest news item of the year is this video right here. Appreciate everyone with the birthday wishes. Today is my birthday, so we lit, we here, and we have some amazing news. First up, we're at 18 likes. Bruh, I need 20 people to give the stream a thumbs up, and let's double those likes right now, and we're going to get into the news for today. Thumbs up, like. Oh man, y'all see the title, and we're about to go in. We're about to go in first, as I always do every stream. 45, not that old only. We're in the 40s, but we ain't at 45 yet. But let's let me give a shout out to the top 5 in the chat. Bowsette reclaimed the #1 spot. She is the queen of the chat, and never forget that. Bowsette, Neil, Evil Hodis, Gabe, which is Oli. I'm saying Gabe, like, I don't know, that's Oli. Shout out to the homie Oli. And JQ, he said he broke his neck nodding to the bars. Bro, what's up, Bustin' Justin? I see you in the chat. I see everybody in the chat. Is Evo Hodis in here? Yeah, Evo, yeah, he was in the top 5. All right, let's get to the first news item. We have to talk about it because I know it's going to be so controversial over the next couple of days, weeks. But I'm going to explain to you why we good over here in Nintendo land. The specs for the Switch have been revealed for the Switch 2, Nintendo's next gen console. This is why you have to really pay attention to this and not take this with a grain of salt. This isn't coming from your rinky-dinky YouTuber who heard from his mama, cousin, friend, auntie, uncle about the Nintendo Switch 2 specs. This is coming from Activision Blizzard's CEO. All right? So this is coming from someone in the gaming industry who needs to know these specs, and Nintendo, my daughter's behind me, Nintendo needs to give them the information so that they can develop games for their system. So Activision Blizzard CEO, he has said Nintendo's next gen system is close to power to a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I know the chat, oh, doom and gloom for Nintendo. They're gonna fail. Bro. First, I have to say, this isn't surprising, but I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna show you some PlayStation 4 games that look better than some PS5 and Xbox Series X games. So, this isn't new for Nintendo. When the Game Boy, especially for their handheld systems, when the Game Boy came out, oh, she's all right. When the Game Boy came out, and then the Challengers, the Game Boy only had a green and black as their primary colors. And everybody's like, oh, what are they doing? Only green and black? And it sold like gangbusters. One of the best-selling handhelds of all time. And hope RIP Nintendo, they can only do this for so long. Buster Justin, they've been doing this like forever with their handhelds. With their home consoles, they just recently started to go underpowered. But if you've been paying attention to Nintendo, their handhelds have always been behind what people expect to be cutting edge. The Game Boy was behind, ran circles around the Game Gear. Game Boy Advance was behind at the time. Everybody went into 3D, it was still a 16-bit handheld. Still sold like gangbusters. The DS, the prime example is the DS. The DS underpowered. PlayStation revealed the PlayStation PSP. The DS still sold with 150, Nintendo's best-selling console ever. Now, will the Switch 2, let's just say if this is actually right. First of all, that's gonna make it. I'm doing rough estimates. That's gonna make it about twice as powerful as the current Switch, something in that ball range, 2 or 3 times more powerful, which is a little bit more conservative than I thought Nintendo would go. I thought they would at least go a PS4 Pro, which is more on par with like an Xbox Series S, which it still might end up being the case, because this CO could just be like, for him, the Xbox Series S is just like a PS4. So we don't know. But that's what he has said. And so this is from a tweet on Twitter. Just revealed Bobby Kotick and Nintendo have had active talks about the next gen Nintendo console. Also says that apparently next gen Nintendo console is close to Generation 8 power PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Now, we don't know. That's a good point, Johnny. We don't know if that's just handheld mode, which will be 1080p, 60 frames per second. We don't know if that's handheld, and if docked, more powerful because you have more of a power draw. We don't know those details yet, but I could imagine what Nintendo is doing is giving developers the handheld. You have to at least have your games running at these specs. Why? Because most people use the Switch as a handheld device. So the minimum specs is what's going to be broadcast. So we don't know what the dock specs are going to be. All of those things are still question marks. This is why I'm fine. And I know people are going to be like, Obi-Wan, you just play whatever Nintendo throws out. No, I won't, first of all. Because I do be like, Nintendo, timeout, y'all tripping. You get your games right. When they had Yoshi running at sub HD, I was like, nah, Nintendo, y'all need to optimize our game. So don't get that twisted. But this is why I'm fine with, even if it does come out, let's just say PlayStation 4 specs is what this Switch is going to be. This game right here can shut any Xbox dude up. Really, almost anyone. This is Last of Us 2 on the PlayStation 4. Last of Us 2 on the PlayStation 4 still looks better than half of the PlayStation 5 and nearly all of the Xbox Series X games on the market right now. You don't believe me? Put up Last of Us 2, that gameplay running on the PlayStation 4 next to anything on the Xbox Series X right now. It really comes down to developer talent. And Nintendo's developers, they are gaming wizards, bro. They know how to squeeze the maximum potential out of any system. And so, let's just say, keep our expectations in check. The place is going to be switched to next gen PS4 levels. The games, especially the first party games, are going to look phenomenal. They're going to look good. Now, the problem will be third party games. Will developers, in fact, optimize the games for the Switch too? Or are they going to just throw anything out there? Now, let me show some gameplay. This is actual gameplay. Oh, the dude just got stabbed. Gameplay of Last of Us 2 running on the PlayStation 4. And again, this game looks better than most of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X games out right now. And so, for everybody saying Switch is going to be doom and gloom, oh, Nintendo's have another underpowered console. Nintendo listens to their wallet, dividends, dollar amounts more than what y'all are saying on YouTube. Because the Switch is probably going to be one of their best selling consoles of all time. Is it second place right now? Probably going to pass the DS. And by many standards, it's underpowered. But guess what? That Super Mario Wonder is going to be the best selling game this holiday season on an underpowered system. Mario RPG is going to be phenomenal. And so, yes, do I want, if it's up to me, Nintendo, have a handheld more power than that Asus ROG, whatever that just came out, on the PS5 level, and charge us $800. I would buy it. But you know what? Nintendo knows we need to have our new console coming in at $299, $300. I think at this PS4, this is another thing a lot of people forget. Shout out to everybody in the stream. We're at 39 likes. 10 more people give the stream a thumbs up. Let's get it to 50 likes, bro. A lot of people forget Nintendo is very price conscious. They want a balance between price and power. And if they have a hardware coming out at PS4 level in 2024, those are some cheap specs that's going to be easy to mass produce, and it's going to turn them a profit. $300. They'll probably drop the current Switch to $199, the Switch Lite to $99, and rake in all the software sales. All of Nintendo's first-party games are going to run on all three systems, Switch OLED, all of them. The only thing is third-party developers. Third-party developers could say, hey, we can only have this game running on the Switch Pro or Switch 2, whatever Nintendo decides to call it. There is another ace in the hole that a lot of people aren't really considering, that's really starting to make its waves in game development as well. What is it called? DSL, DSSR, whatever it is. Super sampling, where you can have relatively underpowered hardware and still have games looking and running very good. NVIDIA DLSS, Johnny, Bowsette, Bustin' Justin, Tony, Kahneman, Kuran, to the rescue, bro. DLSS. Don't underestimate the power of Bro, let me remind y'all, for the first year of the PlayStation 5, the first 2 years of the PlayStation 5, the same games on the PS5 were running on the PlayStation 4 and looking phenomenal. Bro, was Miles Morales also on the PS4? Yeah, it was. Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Yeah, yes, Brielle? Huh? Miles Morales. Yeah, it launched on the PS4. Bro, let me show y'all PS4 games before y'all say the games are gonna look like trash and horrible. This game right here, PS4 Miles Morales, looks better than everything on the Xbox Series X, bro. And if you think I'm lying, put PS4 Miles Morales gameplay up against anything on the market on the Xbox. It comes down to, at the end of the day, developer talent. Am I damage controlling for Nintendo? No and yes. No, because they've always had underpowered hardware, specifically when it comes to their handhelds. Nintendo's always done that. They've never had a handheld that's like far ahead of anything on the market. It'll cost $1,000. And Nintendo They target, even though the Switch was marketed to young adults and teenagers when it first launched, Nintendo knows at the end of the day, kids are going to be picking it up and be like, Mom, I want a Switch for Christmas. The mom's going to go in the store. What? $800 for this system? We good. You better go and play a DS, a 3DS. And so Nintendo, they're mindful of their consumer base with their power. So if the Switch 2 comes out and it's a shout out to Ox King who subbed. I didn't get the notification. It seemed like that happened during the stream. But yeah, 22 minutes ago. Shout out to Ox King for subbing. I must have missed the notification. The notification don't be working right. But if you're new to the channel, this is your first time tuning in, click that subscribe button. Your name will appear right here as a new subscriber whenever it works. But these specs, PS4 level specs. I'm gonna do a poll in the chat, and then we're gonna keep talking about this because there's even more news about the Switch that we're gonna be talking about. I'm gonna ask y'all, will you buy a Switch 2 at PS4 level? Roughly 2 times the power of current Switch. All right, I'm gonna ask y'all, what do y'all have to say about it? What do y'all have to say about this? This is big news. I just launched it. Right now we're at 80%, 90%. It went to 100, then it dropped to 80, then it went to 93. And Bowsette, it's gonna be day one for me, bro. Switch 2, $300. Current Switch, drop that to $199. And the Switch Lite at $99. Nintendo's known for having ridiculously cheap price consoles, and a Switch Lite at $99. Oh my goodness, that would go crazy. Shout out to everybody wishing me a happy birthday. Appreciate it, Dan. Ultimate Greninja said yes, most people. Metroid Prime 4K. Now, will Metroid Prime 4 be at 4K? Who knows right now with this news. But what I do know is the Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PS4 looks better than anything you bought on your $500 Xbox Series X. So, Switch specs rumored to be around the PS4 level, according to Activision, which one of the most popular third-party developers. You know they have the inside information, the inside source, and I'm cool with that. I am surprisingly cool with that. As long as Nintendo's going to continue to, not as long as, because I know this is going to happen, we continue to get those amazing first-party games. As long as we get 2K, 2K on the Switch, 2K keeps supporting 2K on the Switch, and we'll be good, bro.
88% said yes.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, people are still going to be picking it up. People are still going to be picking it up. They have the best software, and they will have my support halftime. That's facts. Here's the thing. The Nintendo first-party games are going to always look phenomenal, regardless of the power of Nintendo's system. Bro, this last Nintendo Direct, when they announced Mario Wonder and Mario RPG, a lot of people can be like, hold on. They're releasing these kind of games towards the end of the Switch life cycle, but these are games that look good cross-generational. That it's going to look good on the current Switch, and it's going to look probably just as good, maybe a little better on the more powerful hardware. 60 frames instead of 30. Look how beautiful this looks, bro. And so Nintendo, they know what they're doing, man. Mario Wonder, this game looks amazing. Nintendo knows what they're doing. And so Switch 2, Switch Pro on the level of a PS4, I would be fine with. We already got confirmation future games currently out now. We'll get an upgrade patch, Sparks, and that I'm glad you made that point, Bowsette. That makes sense now. If Sparks of Hope is gonna get an update patch, if it's not like a huge, crazy, ridiculous, big jump in power, it's gonna be easier for developers to just patch their games so it optimizes and runs better on the next Switch. Nintendo knows what they're doing, man. They've been in the business for a while, so it's the best season to buy a Switch, though. Yeah, facts. Nintendo Switch library right now. Oh my goodness. Nintendo's really hitting their stride right now. I mean, they've mapped out. We got Tears of the Kingdom beginning of the year. We're ending the year with Mario. We got Pikmin, Mario RPG in between. Just Nintendo's really knocking it out of the ballpark. So PS and Xbox are alive because Nintendo don't release a powerful console. Not necessarily, Juan. Now, I think right now, Nintendo, if they were to just go full out power, they'd really give them a run for their money. But Nintendo is smart. Pharrell Costa with the Canadian $5. Happy birthday, Obi-Wan. Will the next Switch be double screen like the DS? First of all, Pharrell, appreciate the $5. Appreciate the birthday gift. Second, will it be double screen like the DS? I don't think so. I don't think Nintendo is ever going back to dual screens. And here's why. The games never could look to their potential on the DS because they had to split processing power between the two screens. And so the DS was already behind the curve and as far as power is concerned. But on top of that, you had to split your processing power between the lower screen and upper screen. Same thing with the 3DS. You had the squeezing processing, trying to process power, two screens at the same time. I don't think they're ever going to be doing that. Appreciate it, Ronald. The Switch 2 will be on par with the PS4 Pro and Xbox One or Series S. Tony, that could very well end up being the case. We do not know yet. But one thing I do know is, Pharrell, there it is, got the donation. Appreciate it, bro. One thing I do know is Nintendo's been in this market for a long time. And behind the scenes, they do consumer testing. People have probably already played Switch 2 games and didn't realize it was Switch 2. If you got called in by a video game company that they didn't want to reveal who they were and ask you, play this game, tell us your impressions. Does this look cutting edge to you? And they got feedback. They probably been doing this all along, and people have been saying this game looks amazing, looks on par with what I'm playing right now on my PS5. And Nintendo's like, okay, we can use those specs. They do all this testing behind the scenes that we're not aware of, so that they can be competitive for another 7-8 years on the Switch 2. So that is the big bombshell. Activision CEO has revealed the specs. We're at 61 likes. 10 more people give the stream a thumbs up. Let's get it to 70 likes. 70 likes for the stream. They need to change the analog sticks to Hall effect. What is Hall effect? They do need to change the Joy-Cons to stop the drifting. But we don't know anything as far as the hardware, Joy-Con 2.0, 3.0, what else Nintendo's going to be doing with the hardware of the system. We don't know those details yet. All we know so far is what, and I called this 2 or 3 days ago once those Switch specs once developers start to get their hands on the system. This Activision CEO, it's because Nintendo's starting to send out development kits. They're starting to let third-party developers know, hey, when you're making your games for our platform, these are the specs, how you need to adjust your games. So Nintendo when they're announcing the Switch, they're getting ready for the announcement of the new Switch, probably late 2023, early 2024. And what they want to do is show off these phenomenal first-party games, and at the same time show, hey, we are getting third-party support as well. We are getting the next Assassin's Creed. We are getting Call of Duty. We're getting the third-party support as well. So third-party developers, they have the specs, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. In the next coming weeks, mark my words, we're going to start getting leaked factory production images. We're going to start getting more concrete specs, more and more. This is the beginning of the floodgates opening up for the next gen Nintendo. And what YouTube channel has you boys and girls locked in? Your boy. Make sure your notifications are on. Make sure you're subscribed, because as that news comes out, I will be sharing everything about the next Nintendo system. I just grew up on Nintendo, bro. Y'all see this? I grew up on Nintendo, man. I've owned every single Nintendo console, bro. Even the Virtual Boy. I got my Virtual Boy right there. I'm looking at it, bro. I've been doing this for a minute. Since the NES came out. I mean, my first console was the Atari 7800. But I've been with Nintendo all along. I was the only one riding hard for the Wii U. And everybody like, oh, the Wii U's trash, it's a fail. I love the Wii U. I like it. Would I suggest Nintendo do that again? Nope. You got to change gears so we can keep getting great games. But they gave us Splatoon on the Wii U, bro. The Wii U was fire, bro.
Yes, sir.
Somebody say yes, sir. And yet still no Prime 4 trailer. J. Ron man plays. Everybody just be prepared for Metro Prime 4 to launch alongside this new Nintendo console. I don't think Metro Prime is still coming out on the old Switch. They have to do that. But it's probably going to run at 30 frames per second, low resolution. The optimal way to play Metro Prime 4 will be on this new Switch. Wii U the go. Hey, Oli, we met on the Wii U, bro. That's right. Wii U was the GOAT, bro. All right, so Wii U was a flop, but it was still a GOAT at the same time. It was a flop, but I still liked it. It had great games, though. Splatoon, Super Mario 3D World. Come on, man. Y'all sleeping on it. Pikmin 3. Come on, man. They had some great exclusives. Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. Come on, man. Don't get me started on the Wii U, bro. The Wii U had some bangers, bro. Mario Kart 8, the greatest Mario Kart. Most of the games that we're playing right now on the Switch was from the Wii U. It's just it only sold 13 million. So most of you dudes didn't play it. But the Wii U had classic bangers. Bayonetta 2, I mean, oh my. Xenoblade Chronicles X. I like Xenoblade Chronicles X, bro. We get that. So, shout out to the Wii U. Let's go. Nintendo's still on top. And guess what? Y'all saying, oh, the Switch is underpowered. Nintendo needs to change up their strategy. Guess which console was the best-selling console May 2023? 7 years in its lifespan, with more powerful consoles on the market, PS5, Xbox Series X, the Switch still outsold everybody. Nintendo knows what they're doing. Steven said, how's the family, Obi-Wan? Everybody's good, bro. We here. We chilling. So, but, hey, we have another one. DJ Khaled. Bro, the Activision CEO not just talked about the Switch 2 specs. He makes a great admission. Activision boss, he admits that not bringing this game right here, where is it? I have so many trailers now. Where is it? Call of Duty. Not bringing Call of Duty to the Switch was a mistake. And he admits he initially thought the Switch was gonna flop like the Wii U. We're at 70 likes. One person. Let's get it over 70 likes. One person, give it to 71 likes. Bro, that's crazy. So he thought the Switch was going to be a repeat of the Wii U, and that's why they didn't bother to put any development resources in a Call of Duty game. So, a couple of things that tells me. Switch 2, we're more than likely going to get a Call of Duty game. Xbox is already talking about if they buy Activision, they're going to bring Call of Duty to the Switch. This Activision CEO, this is why it's almost a given Call of Duty is coming to the Switch. They know the specs of the system. He just revealed the specs of the system. And the fact that they have the specs of the system, they're talking about the Switch 2 power. That means Nintendo's giving them development kits and wants a Call of Duty, a version of Call of Duty on the Switch. I've been saying this. 2 games that these CEOs, these companies, scratching my head, should have had a Switch version. Call of Duty and Madden. 2 third-party games that they missed out on profits by just not having their games on the Switch. So even if the Switch wouldn't have been their primary market, they would have got some revenue. Just a simple fact of the user base. Math, bro. Math. Simple math. Are over 120 million. I want to see what the latest Switch numbers are right now. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna pull them up right now. Where's the Switch right now? Right now, the latest according to VG Charts, 126 million. The Switch is coming close to 130 million global sales. This is why Nintendo, like, we good having the system around the PS4 level. And at the end of the day, it could be a little bit more powerful than the PS4. It could be closer to a PS4 Pro than a PS4, which would be even better. We don't know for sure, but what we do know is this Activision CEO, he does have the development kits. They do have the development kits. And for him to come out and say this, that means it's somewhat legit. It's somewhat legit. It's somewhat legit. I've seen this story before, bro. When these developers and these companies we start getting this, it starts to give us a framework of what possibly we should expect from Nintendo going forward this generation. But guess what? No matter the specs, Super Mario Wonder is going to be my game of the year. For me, it's already past Tears of the Kingdom. Hey, don't get it twisted. Tears of the Kingdom is fire. But it's been so long since we had a new, without the new Mario game. This is why I say that. Tears of the Kingdom, fire. But it's a better Breath of the Wild. And we've gotten that this generation. We have not gotten a fresh 2D Mario game this generation. And games like this, doesn't matter what the specs of the next Nintendo system is. Games like Mario RPG, doesn't matter what specs. But like I said, and I'm going to say it again, Last of Us 2 running on the PlayStation 4 looks better than almost every Xbox Series X, the world's most powerful console, game out on the market right now. Nintendo will be just fire. That Mario RPG is going to be fire, L. Hey, y'all. L, Chris, if y'all trying to run 2K, I might hop on right after the stream. Just try to sneak it in before tonight. I don't know yet. I'll let y'all know. But I'll just hop on, have your notifications on. But this game looks better than so. And Nintendo developers, I'm confident they know what they're doing. This games are still gonna look good and run good on the Switch 2, aka Switch Pro. Now, we do have some more news items. DJ Khaled, another one. PlayStation boss Jim Ryan, he's gone on record to say that Nintendo isn't a direct competitor to PlayStation, and Nintendo fans aren't into Call of Duty. There's some yes and no truth to this. Hey, DJ Khaled, you're in my face, bro. There's some yes and no to this. Yes, to the fact that is Nintendo known for first-person shooters? No. When you think of Nintendo, you think family-friendly, Mario platformer, Zelda, the action adventure, a diversity of games. So, will Call of Duty launching on a Nintendo platform sell as much as Call of Duty on the PS5 or Xbox? Probably not. Can Call of Duty still be successful on a Nintendo platform? Yes. You can still get solid sales, and the company can still turn a profit if you optimize your games for whatever Nintendo's going to be releasing. Now, the fact that he's also saying Nintendo isn't a direct competitor to PlayStation, I have to sort of say he's a little wrong with that. I think PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo, they're the most direct competitors to one another. Yes, Nintendo is doing something different, but at the end of the day, Spider-Man and Mario sales, they're launching on the same day. And they will affect one another to some fashion. Yes, those are almost different audiences, but their audiences overlap, bro. Their audiences overlap, and they are competing with one another, whether or not Jim Ryan wants to say that or not. He's saying all this as to why Xbox shouldn't be able to buy Activision. He's saying, oh, Xbox is saying now that more people will be able to play Call of Duty. And Sony's defense is, we weren't competing with Nintendo anyway, so that's not going to make a difference. Xbox just lying. This whole Activision Xbox court case is interesting. Some funny stuff comes out of this. But, that's what he says, and that's interesting. Bro, bombshell. I love these announcements. 4 more classic games have been announced for Nintendo Switch Online Sega Genesis games. I was a Nintendo kid. I was also a Sega kid. And these games, Genesis had a lot of sleeper Zelda-type clone games. And this is one of them, Crusader of Sinti. I never played it, so I can't speak on, this is, oh, you play this instead of Zelda. I can't pump your brakes on that. But there were some solid action RPGs. This game right here, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, the Sega Genesis version, one of the best versions of the series. So, dope games. If you're looking for something to play until Pikmin 4 launches, until Pikmin 4 comes out, check out those classic games. Another action-adventure Zelda-type RPG game on the Sega Genesis. These are all included with your online subscription. So definitely. These games are worth a Ghouls and Ghosts, it was tough. And another one, let me keep going. Shinobi, Revenge of Shinobi. This is a classic, bro. This is a Sega Genesis classic. And so these games are just announced. I think they're available. They're available. Yeah, they're and playable right now on the Switch. The Switch is going down as one of the greatest consoles of all time. Just with what Nintendo's available to offer on the system. Plethora of games for everyone. And this is why. Don't be surprised with the specs that just got announced. The specs are, according to Call of Duty CEO, around the PS4 level, which the games are still going to look great. Still look phenomenal. Bro, go look back at some of the PS4 games, especially towards the end of the PS4 lifespan, once those developers really started maximizing the game. Spider-Man looked beautiful. Ghost of Tsushima, beautiful on the PS4. Last of Us, these are games, Last of Us 2, these are games that look better than most of current gen games running on the PS5, Xbox Series X. And that's not even capping for Nintendo. So that's the big news. I'm gonna be heading out. It's my birthday. I might play a little bit of 2K. I'll see. I don't know yet. I'm gonna go see where we at for the night. What we're about to get into. So, what do you guys think of this news? Are you disappointed? Are you like? Well, I'm gonna tell y'all facts. All right, I ran this poll at the beginning of the stream. Will you buy a Switch 2 at PS4 level, roughly about twice the power of the current Switch?
Chris said
And
Elle said happy birthday.
80 Florida Jit. 88% of y'all said yes. 12% of y'all said no. We got 12%.
So people are saying
Xbox dudes mad that
happy
Halo
birthday,
was a flop.
Daddy.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Be safe. I expected those
So you're
specs.
not
Yeah,
getting
halftime.
old, so
I
you're
expected
getting
those
blind.
specs too. All right, y'all. I'm gonna be heading out. Appreciate y'all coming
Sound off in
through.
the conversation.
Go ahead, do it.
Sound off in the comment
Section
section
below.
below.
I
want
wanna
to
know.
know. But before you go, bro,
Click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. We out.
He's 40.
This channel that I'm about to throw out there for you guys reminds me of me back when I had like 4,000, 5,000 subscribers, man. And he's probably gonna lose shit when I do this, but hey, man, I gotta say, my boy Obi-Wan, man, that nigga is my nigga right there. He reminds me exactly of me when I was doing this smaller level. His channel, when I look at it, it's such a nostalgia trip, and he has a really cool audience too. Man, if you could show this nigga some love too, that'd be awesome. I don't shout people out unless I like them a lot. I'm picky with that. Anyways, my boy Obi-Wan, your boy Obi-Wan. Hey man, I got you right here, my boy. Get that man a little bit of a look, man. He reminds me of me when I was smaller. You want to take a look in the past, my boy? This is the way you do it.
I got you, Jedi Master. The Jedi Master. I got you, man. You're playing two times.
Thank you.
I got
Obi-Wan,
you,
man. I'm
homie.
dedicating a workout set to you, my boy. Let's go, guys.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28. He said hating on the